ultimately, when LeBron leaves the NBA, he will have left it in ruins and has not elevated the game. When Michael Jordan left the NBA, all the kids, Colin, wanted to be like Mike.
Yeah.
People were playing basketball at a higher rate. It's like Tiger Woods when people started buying golf clubs and taking up golf on the weekends or whatnot. That was the impact. His 6 NBA finals are the highest rated finals. He was the ultimate winner. 6-0, 6 MVPs during the NBA finals. In LeBron's case, to me, most players in the NBA are followers and they look to the leader. LeBron is the author of the NBA Players' Declaration of Independence. He is the father of imbalance. He is the anti-parity. That's what he'll be left with, and that's where this league is. LeBron James has ruined the NBA, whether people want to admit it or not, and we're right in the middle of it. 3 years in a row, the same 2 teams are going to the NBA Finals. We're looking at 3 more years of this. You can't tell me that this is good for the league, and LeBron has a lot to do with it. I believe Kevin Durant would still be in OKC had LeBron never left Cleveland. Once LeBron did that and decided that he was going to team up with other players, people started to look at that and players and felt comfortable with it, that it's okay. If LeBron's doing it, it must be okay. The same thing. Popovich is to blame for the starting of resting stars, but LeBron also embraced it. So other players started to say, it's not the end of the world. If LeBron is willing not to play 5, 6, 8 games a year, it must be okay. Because when I look at Michael Jordan's log and look at games that he played all 82. His last season, he played all 82. He set the trend for the players today. And I think ultimately you have an imbalanced, terrible regular season. We just saw the worst playoffs ever. One team was 12-0, the other team was 12-1, lopsided games, and now we have a finals that I think will not be what most people are romanticizing about, which is this great 7-game series against these 2 Titans. I want to say that the Warriors are going to win in a 4-game sweep, but I'm going to give Cleveland 1 game, and I got the Warriors 4-1. And this will cap one of the worst seasons in the history of the NBA, where the regular season was trash, the playoffs was garbage, and the NBA Finals will be that as well.
What's up, Red Pillars? In today's video, we're going to expose the truth about LeBron James and how he is a creation of the NBA. I'm sick and tired of people saying anybody saying anything negative about this guy is hating. No, there's no need for anyone to hate on LeBron James. LeBron James is not what he's all cracked up to be. The media has fooled people into believing he's great. So we're going to go out today and show the world what this guy is really about. We're going to start with his character. That should open up your mind to see what kind of person he is. Then we're going to move into his skills and what he does on the basketball court and how the NBA allows him to cheat and allows the referees to cheat for his benefit. We're also going to expose how the media lies and how the media caters to him. And I'm doing this because here recently, he's trying to attack the media and say, oh, no one wants to be the face of the league because the media, talks bad about us. When the media has done nothing but support him, talk good about him, and make people who don't understand the game believe he's great. Let's get started.
That side, with Ant considered, one of the possible future faces of the league, was being the face of the league something that you actively wanted, or was it something that everyone else decided for you? And what has that responsibility meant to you?
No, Ant already said he don't want it.
I know.
Yeah, Ant said he ain't trying to deal with that. And Channing Frye said it the other day too. It's unfortunate, but I don't know why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody?
Well, first question, Joe on the left side, second row.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. LeBron, we're just learning about your hand injury, and we can obviously see the brace. Can you take us through what happened and if it caused you any problems over the final 3 games?
What happened? Self-inflicted. Post-game after game 1. Very emotional. You know, for a lot of different reasons, understanding how important a game 1 is on the road for our ball club. What would that done for us? You know, the way we played, the calls that was made throughout the course of that game. And I had emotions on, you know, the game was taken away from us. I had emotions of you just don't get an opportunity like this on the road versus Golden State to be able to get a game 1. And, you know, I let the emotions get the best of me and pretty much played the last 3 games with a broken hand. So that's what it is.
Yeah, y'all let Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, or Kawhi Leonard get swept and then walk on the podium afterwards with his hand in the cast, talking about he broke his hand game 1, and game 2 and 3 you throwing it off the backboard, catching dunks and shit, but your hand broke. But after game 4, you want to walk out there with a cast on your hand. See, that's what's wrong with this world. Y'all be fake. Y'all let too much fake stuff slide. Okay, you break your hand in game 1, but you're throwing it off the backboard, catching it, and dunking it, averaging triple-double, but your hand broke, man, just take an L. I wasn't with it. I love LeBron as a player. He's one of the top 3 best players ever. But that was weak. I don't care who don't like it. Woo!
When I heard, you know, people say I was overrated. It's kind of like that same response.
How so?
It's like because I don't need to flop. I play an aggressive game, but I don't flop. I've never been one of those guys. I don't even know how to do it. So it's like, okay.
Up Brooks. Got it. It'll be a foul.
And as he was waiting for the screen, Brooks slapped at the basketball and slapped up, and it hit LeBron in the face.
Staggered him.
And you see he's reaching up right there, and that's when he hits him on the chin.
On being fined $5,000 for the flopping violation, LeBron?
It is what it is.
Did you earn it?
Did I earn it? Man, quit it. Next question.
Butler throws a tough pass inside. Here comes Cole, and we got a whistle. Boy, that was close to a flagrant carve on Nate Robinson. He delivered a pretty good blow on that pass transition. Watch this right here. He hits him in the face. And you can hear the crowd reacting.
Interpreted to be unnecessary.
There's a better look at it, Marv.
Yeah, and a flagrant 2 if contact is interpreted to be unnecessary and excessive.
That looked like Nate was going after the shot. Just having a little fun. Offensive foul.
Now I've got to see this one again. If Paul George really did get LeBron James in the throat area here. Here's the curl. That may be another
$5,000 fine.
That may be another. Well, he's already had one, so doesn't it go up to 10?
That's right. It escalates.
About, could this be another fine for LeBron James on the flop right there?
Has to be.
There was a little bit of contact there, but not as much as
contact by James. Instead, it's a takeaway for LeBron. 6 early turnovers. That is ruled last touch by West. It'll be Miami ball, as West disagrees with John Gobel's call.
Yeah, I like the fact that that was a hard trap. You're going to see it right there. Now it comes down to whether or not the ball definitely is off LeBron James. As the ball almost came to you to give you a little one-on-one.
got deflected just enough for the Pacers to have to get it and get a shot up. Oh, he faked it.
Points. The Pacers outscored the Heat 28-14 in the third quarter.
28-14 in the third quarter.
I mean, he pushed him, but flagrant? That's not a flagrant.
They called that flagrant? Oh, come on. What kind of league are we becoming if that's a flagrant foul?
I feel LeBron James was getting just fronting David West.
James just went down as George.
Fronting David West. James just went down as
Into the fourth so they can avoid those struggles putting the ball in the basket.
Rose looking for the steal, made contact with James, and the foul called. Second on Rose.
On James here, look after the play. A little bit of
Shot clock down to 7. Haywood comes to help. And the win a penalty. Crowd doesn't like the call. Calls. And a technical foul on Rick. We'll have 3 free throws now for Miami. Here's the personal foul.
That's a flop.
Entry pass into Gibson. Gibson swallowed up. And Muhammad fouls LeBron James, and then a technical foul on James. And Muhammad, for some reason, shoves James. And we're having it again. Players losing their count
Because James fell down. That's just a fact.
So James throwing him down, and then Muhammad responding to it.
You know what? I get it, why he called the T. This one's obvious.
But the Pacers able to keep the Heat out of that game that they like to play. Rhythm, spacing, flow.
Now, how can this happen? You're going to tell me little DJ Augustine is going to go through the chest of LeBron James and knock him down like that?
Augustine is surprisingly strong, Reggie.
Are you kidding me?
Winning the championship on this floor. Here's the last play as Fisher picks up his second.
Derek Fisher is one of the few guys that actually could knock LeBron James down. He dropped
layup and then good anticipation by James for the steal, and I'm not giving him that call. If I'm the referee, fall out of bounds, good. Nick Ball going the other way.
They were both battling for it. J.R. Smith and the Knicks didn't like the call. They just showed the replay on the big screen.
like he was
off the bench. Grant, the Raptors have had 5 guys score off the bench as LeBron is whacked.
I caught the elbow there of Stanley Johnson as he caught the ball and gathered himself before he went up for that shot.
James on a basket cut. Instead, it's Davis for 3. Rebound, Grayson Allen. Loose ball foul going to be called, I believe, on Grayson as LeBron James goes down.
Are you serious?
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me, man? You got this. This is getting out of hand, man.
This is a technical foul call. Thompson pushes away James, and I think they thought it was one of the Raptors and hit him with a tee. Well, it was his own teammate, I think.
It was actually DeMarre Carroll. It was Tristan Thompson that hit LeBron James. Referee Kenny Mallett thought it was DeMarre Carroll.
How many times we got to see you flop and you owe that person $30 for that beer? You flopped and knocked the person's beer out their goddamn hand. Never one time. I played with MJ. I never seen MJ flop all the way to the goddamn sideline. Have you seen that? I seen this nigga flop. This nigga want to be in the Matrix or something. Nigga, maybe you need to do movies from here on out and go do the Matrix sequel so you can flop your ass all the way out of bounds and knock somebody goddamn drink out their goddamn hand. Because this don't make no sense, man.
Jokic.
a complete embellishment by James to draw the loose ball foul on Jokic.
But the question is, even though he embellished it, was there legitimate contact before he sold it?
That's a good counterpoint. No.
You don't see the Nuggets coaches deciding the challenge. They must be agreeing with me.
Oh, you think it was?
No, I think it was contact.
No, he said you think it was illegal contact.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I gotta learn how to flop or something. Seriously, I need to learn how to do that. Swipe my head back or do something to get to the free throw line, because I missed it. It's getting too repetitive. It's 3 games straight if I missed it.
On the left side.
Hey, LeBron, Eric Pincus, Basketball Insiders. You've been a part of 2 super teams, the one you have here, the one you had in Miami. Looking at what the Cavaliers, rather the Golden State Warriors have done, are you still a fan of the concept? Do you think it's a good thing for the NBA to build these teams, how they brought in Kevin? And you get what I'm asking?
No, not really. I don't believe I've played for a super team. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I believe we're a super team here.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help. When I was younger, so much younger than today.
I remember cutting my TV off as soon as when Kobe ran and grabbed that ball. I was like, LeBron.
All right, bro. Especially losing against them before. CV, whatever.
I ain't lying to you. I'm not lying to you. I cut the TV off when I watched that shit, and I watched Kobe run and grab the ball and celebrate. I was like, so what you gonna do? That was our summer free agency. They were dominating. Like, Kobe was winning all these rings. I was like, wait, hold on. Now he got 5 and we got 1? Like, no. So, yeah. That was a...
It's great how...
I'll change the league.
How he created.
I want y'all to know that.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, we're proud of that, yeah.
Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis were teammates. Both were Seattle Sonics from 2003 to 2007. Now Allen and Lewis are teammates again, this time as members of the defending champion Miami Heat. Both players signing their free agent contracts with the Heat on Wednesday, and both were anxious to tell all who would listen they are ready to adapt to the Heat way.
The Miami Heat are so stacked with talent, the 2 career starters they signed Wednesday will go on their bench, and neither will make as much money as he could have gotten elsewhere. But neither Ray Allen nor Rashard Lewis seemed too bothered. Well, not for the most part.
You mean I'm not starting? Wish they'd told me that last week.
I already know that you got to double team LeBron, you have to double team Dwayne Wade, you got to double team Chris Bosh, and do you think they're going to leave Ray Allen open? So they got to leave somebody open.
Is the NBA better off for this big player shuffle we just saw this past week?
That's yet to be determined. I think free agency is a part of every professional sport, and how that's going to play into this whole scenario, I don't really know. I think time will tell. It's no way that just hindsight. I would have never called up Larry, called up Magic, and say, hey, let's get together and play on one team. I mean, that's, in all honesty, I was trying to beat those guys. I don't know if they would have been on my team. If we'd been on our team, obviously, when you look at the dream team, they were on my team, and it wasn't too much of a competitive thing. I'm a competitive guy, and I like to play against competitive players, and see what happens from there.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind and opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Now my life has changed in so many.
But there's no question in my mind that Michael Jordan had a better supporting cast than what LeBron James has.
Interesting.
You lie so much that when you tell the truth, no one believes the shit you speaking. Exaggerated tales start leaking out your inner mind. The same line you've been using on these different women. Dirty snakes spitting out cold-hearted venom. Hoes frontin' like they virgin cause they pussy tight. Think I don't know, Vinegar Bass got that ass right. How about these lying ass politicians? Now the white water scandal got got a couple of Clintons.
I'm hugging my main squeeze, exchange keys, left a G and change. See, I be that same nigga. Fuck the fame from around your way. Exchange game and get richer. We out the dough for the dough. Now watch the 411 in the streets on these niggas. Still plotting, player aching and eavesdropping. G's stop and listen. I'm pimped out on the mission. It's suave when we click.
You shooting 100 times in the chest with your tech. How many necks you say you cracked, or is all that just to act? Hoe ass, trying to show your ass flexing materially like a nigga can't see through that shit you claim to be. Friend or foe, let these niggas know that A-ball don't trust you. Hot 4/5 at high speeds, enough for all you busters. Feeding fabrications across the nation to the young ones and wonder why they shoot up small towns like young guns.
Stop used to,
stop woulda, stop shoulda,
stop coulda,
stop lying,
start telling the truth, stop flaws,
stop trading, stop exaggerating, stop lying,
start telling the truth, stop used to,
stop woulda, stop shoulda,
stop coulda,
stop lying,
start telling the truth, stop flaws,
stop trading, stop exaggerating, stop lying,
start telling the truth,
start telling the truth. Why do these niggas be gripping on my nuts so tight, riding more dick than a pro bitch, and that ain't right? Capping. A minute ago you just shook my hand, now you're on the phone telling some hoe that we've been friends. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about your fake tales, cake sales, or about the hoes you say you serve well. And these bitches far worse than what they seem, selling more pussy than the record label sells dreams. Schemes on how to take a good nigga cream. Think because I don't talk a lot I must be green. No baby, open your eyes, try to realize I'm hip to all that slick shit. It won't be no surprise when you come to me telling me your dividends is low. Crying, ho, stop that line, cause I ain't buying none of the shit you pop. Stop before you get your ass dropped. Freaking for a minute, now I'm dropping your ass like it's hot.
Book of records for lying. Pinocchio ain't got shit on all the jazz that you spit. You make up stuff real quick, you make your folks feel sick. You can't be trusted at all. If you got inches for a lie, you would be 10 feet tall. You need to sew up your mouth, think about what you speak. Expressing lies about the same shit you said last week. Alright, let's see. You told me some shit, I'm still waiting on the conclusion to the message you were stating. Now you hating, I can see through your skin. Look deep into your heart and let me know that you was phony from the goddamn start. Constantly counting my pockets, trying to scheme up a plan to find a way to get my hard-earned loot in your hand. And you slick ass pimp, I know you niggas debating on whether or not to work your hoes just to get information. But the worst thing of all, when you lie to yourself and then expect somebody else to try to give you some help.
Stop used to,
stop woulda, stop shoulda,
stop coulda,
stop lying,
start telling the truth, stop flaws,
stop trade, stop exaggerating, stop lying,
start telling the truth, stop used to,
stop woulda, stop shoulda,
stop coulda,
stop lying,
start telling the truth, stop flaws,
stop trade, stop exaggerating, stop lying,
start telling the truth. I be that killer player laid off in the cut under lokes. Fuck, just seen this young nigga get smoked for some hundred spokes. No love, oh well, I guess he should've peeped it. Nigga start tweaking, I'll get you high by this weekend. Seeking to kill and destroy your decoy. Affiliated my name with this game cause they put strain on a street boy. I just wanna live righteous and buy just about whatever. But I'm faced with liars and never ending haters, perpetrators and niggas with stress. Will I rest or will I continue to live up in this mess? I heard the world was a ghetto, so I'm clutching my baby girl with my pistol underneath my pillow. Here we go again, I'm all in. Now where y'all been? It's Mr. MJG, A-Ball, and we ballin'. For all of y'all, yeah, seek some game, peep game. The truth will set you free, man. Yeah.
And can somebody give Bob some fucking credit? They want to talk about super teams this, super team that. I never played on the super team. You started the super team, bro.
What players will thrive in any era?
I mean, the top 15 players in the league, they could do it.
Okay.
They're multi-generational players. You know, the all-time greats to me, my first team is like Oscar Robertson and Jerry West, and I got Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, and Elgin Baylor. You know, that second team, the Magic, Michael, Larry, Karl Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you know, those guys, they would be my second team, and a lot of people would argue that. And LeBron, nobody, I mean, you know, crazy to kind of pick him on the third team.
So that first team, that's your all-time top five?
When I was 15, man, I was 15 years old. So
okay, I understand. You grew up watching,
Dad, man, he got his. I bet he got his team from when he was.
For sure. No, I understand that. I respect that.
But you look at, LeBron and, anybody he sort of picks with him to be, playing with so many guys. He's the guy who has led the charge in terms of super teams being put together. Yeah. When he put together a team in Miami, basically put together a team together in Cleveland as well, and put together a team in Los Angeles or whatever. So he could pick his own team. I ain't gonna pick his team. I ain't saying nothing bad about LeBron.
As a leader, you gotta be able to take the good with the bad, man. You can't just, because the ship's sinking, all of a sudden I'm gonna jump off and swim to another ship like that. You don't do that, right? If you can win championships in front of everybody, then you could miss the playoffs in front of everybody. You gotta be able to take both sides of it. If you're doing something that's so easy, man, you might want to reconsider what you're doing. I can't. Durant's been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. So has LeBron and all those guys. Would I make the same decision? No. But that's their decision. That's their choice.
For this question already, has Steph ruined the game? Because I also was asked this, and I said the person that ruined all of this was Bron, because I felt like Bron's stance, and it's like Mike. If Mike would have made it okay for y'all to just be like, yeah, I'm leaving this team and I'm going to another, because I don't like what the owners are saying. If Mike would have did that, there would have been no loyalty, because we all, quote unquote, wanted to be like Mike, right? And I felt like, even though Steph was good, I felt like Bron was the guy that did it, because I feel like when Bron made it okay for people to team up, it stopped making the star player have to come back with something added to their game.
Oh, did y'all hear me cough? I think I'm sick.
Hey, just weather, man.
Weather is crazy.
It's hard to go from 85-degree weather and then go to 90. Messing with you.
And now. Think of the video of Wade and LeBron coughing. Dwayne said that that was a real cough, by the way.
Well, I just thought it was a little childish, a little ignorant. I've been in this league for 13 years. I never faked an injury or an illness before. But that's just, it happened. It's over to me. It's not going to add anything extra to me. This is the NBA Finals. If you need an extra motivation, you have a problem. So we're one win away from my dream, what I've been worked on for half of my life. So this is really all I'm worried about. This is all I'm focusing on, and not really off the court stuff that happened.
I have zero energy and zero excitement about an All-Star game this year. I don't even understand why we're having an All-Star game. Short off season for myself and my teammates with 71 days. And then coming to this season, we were told that we were not having an All-Star game. So we had a nice little break, 5 days from the 5th through the 10th, an opportunity for me to kind of recalibrate for the second half of the season, my teammates as well, some of the guys in the league. And then they throw an All-Star game on us like this and just breaks that all the way up. So pretty much kind of a slap in the face.
I just want to follow up on tonight's game. You got Stephon Castle and the Rising Stars team going against the OGs, you, KD, Steph. Kind of what's your approach to that new format, and what will we see from you tonight?
You won't see anything from me tonight. Unfortunately, I would not be in uniform tonight. Still dealing with ankle and foot discomfort, so I will not be playing tonight, unfortunately. I hate that, but.
You know what? LeBron's doing one thing that I always say that Michael Jordan never did. Never rested. He played every game. He played every game. LeBron has the position to do this now because they need him. The league needs him. That's why he's doing all this crazy now. Like, and complaining and all this rape. I mean, see what I'm saying? But it's like, it's very easy to do what they're defining greatness. Michael Jordan did it when it was tough, really tough. And what did he do? Lead the league and scored 10 years in a row. 10 years in a row, he led the league and scored 10 years in a row. Back then, that was hard. Average like 32 points a game. That was hard back then. Now it's easy. All this triple double. I'm not gonna that, but I'm saying back then when he was getting his ass whooped, beat down every game, and then when he played against us, he said, "Guess what? I gotta go back in the gym." And he got tough. He got tough. He got great and greater. So that's it.
And you know who did play defense though, and is arguably probably one of the best defensive players to ever set foot on the court? Yeah, Dennis Rodman. And Rodman compared LeBron to Jordan and said there was actually something that LeBron did that Jordan never did. He said, and I quote, "LeBron's doing the one thing I've always said Michael Jordan never did. Never rested. He played every game. LeBron has the position to do this because they need him. The league needs him. That's why he's doing all this crazy shit now, like bitching and complaining and all this bullshit." Rodman went on to say, "It's very easy to define greatness. Michael Jordan did it when it was tough, really tough. He led the league in scoring 10 years in a row. 10 years in a row. Back then, that was hard, averaging like 32 points a game. That was hard then. Now, it's easy." Well,
and now that we have exposed a little bit of what this guy is like, and you can see the type of player he is, or the type of person he is, when do you guys hold this man accountable for the things he does? He's a liar. He lies about flopping. He lies about playing for super teams. He lies about being involved in trades. He lies about injuries so that he can rest or just make an excuse of why he got swept. Come on now. You should see this by watching the games. Instead of calling people haters, just accept the facts. LeBron is not the type of person that real people respect. Only cowards respect frauds, idol worshippers, and those who have bought the lies of the media and bought the lies of LeBron and have been brainwashed into worshiping this false idol. So what are you guys gonna say now that people like Kobe Bryant, people like Dr. J, they are all saying the same exact things we're saying because we all see the same things when we watch these games? All the crying and flopping and all that stuff, man, that's not what a real man is about. So now let's get into the NBA and how they allow him to cheat, how they cheat for him, and his lack of skill.
All right, we're going to start today's show with crustaceans. Stay with me on this one. I think the guys know what I'm talking about. Sunday afternoon, LeBron James, well, he was driving to try and tie the game with Washington in the waning moments when he was called for traveling. LeBron not happy with the call and in part said it was, quote, a crab dribble, not a walk that we saw on his way to the hoop. Well, referee Bill Spooner was asked about it. He's the one who waved off the play called the violation. He clarified his ruling via email, writing to a pool reporter saying, quote, 3 steps on the move to the basket, basic travel call. Really couldn't make it any more simple than that. Here's what the parties involved had to say about the play in question.
It's a bad call. Like I said, I watched it again. And I took a crab dribble, which is a hesitation dribble, and then 2 steps. All guys can watch it, and the bad part about it, I was able to finish at the rim with contact, so it would have been a 3-point play.
I mean, that's the hottest thing on the market right now. Is the crab dribble travel, or is it
you know, regular dribble, and you can gather your feet. I think he established his pivot. Once he jump stop, I think once you go up, you can go up and leave, but, you know, he kind of switched his pivot again, so, like, obviously that's a travel. It was a travel, you know, hands down. I mean, you know, when he beats us in the game situations, or he does a good job as far as finding a way to get it done, we give him credit. But it didn't happen last night, and, you know, the right call was called.
The right call was called, guys. All right, D.A., we start with you and your take on the crab dribble. A lot of folks probably hearing that term for the first time.
Me too. You know, I think I know what crab dribble is usually called, and it's called a carry. Okay, so yeah, I think it was 3 steps, and I think it's a walk, even for LeBron. I think that's a travel. All right, pretty sure it's a travel, guys.
Mike.
Crab dribbling, it's like fashion. It all comes back. I'm sure that whatever it is, it's something that Gary Payton has done at some point in his career.
Man, I ain't never heard of a crab dribble in my life. Never.
I haven't heard of it.
But you're from Seattle.
And it's crab down there. I ain't never heard of it.
I never heard of it either.
But I think in basketball, I mean, you go to New York, they talk about taking it to the hoop. You go to Detroit. I mean, in Detroit, there is a such thing called a crab dribble. I've heard crab dribble. That's one thing why I really don't like reporters. I respect your opinion, but for someone that's never played the game to say I've never heard it, I've played in gyms all over. I've heard the crab dribble. That was a travel, and it wasn't a crab dribble. Well, in all respect. But I'm just saying, everywhere you go is different language. Detroit ball is different than, you know, Chicago. Chicago, they known for taking it to the hoop. So I think that we need to be careful saying there's no such word as that.
But we're not going to say it's no such word. That's what LeBron wanted to name the play he just made. And I'm going to agree with you, too. It was a traveling. Because the simple fact is, as is his report, he said it's called a hesitation dribble. Okay, as we see on the replay, he hesitated. But once he hesitated and dribbles the ball, after he picks it up, he takes one step, he shuffles his feet. Better angle, go to the, we're going to get a different angle of it. Here it is. He picks the ball up after this. Now, when he picks the ball up, that's 1. He shuffles 2, 3, and that's a travel.
And also, I don't know if the rule is defined by this, but we know that a travel, you have a rhythm of a step and a half, or you have a That's why you just counted it for those people that don't know. It's not a 1-2 step or this. It's a rhythm. So whether you come through like Patrick Ewing and go, you still get both of those. And like you said, he really took 3 aggressive steps.
If he wouldn't have shuffled his feet to get a rhythm, like you're saying, and just took 1, 2, it would have been a great basketball.
And it was the defender's fault. If we could show that play one more time, if the defender that came to help LeBron, that came to help on that, he made LeBron lift his arm up, which over-exaggerated that 3rd step. So usually if you get a 1-2, you can keep it close. That 3rd defender came, LeBron brought his arms up, and therefore it was very plain to see that it was 3 steps.
Yeah. When I watch some of these playoff games and I look at what's being run out there as what people call an offense, it's really quite remarkable to see how far our game has fallen from a team. And Phil Jackson then said, I watched LeBron James, for example. He might travel every other time he catches the basketball if he's off the ball. He catches the ball, moves both his feet. You see it happen all the time. There's no structure. There's no discipline. There's no how do we play this game type of attitude. I'd love to get your thoughts on that quote.
James 0 for 4 from downtown. And he traveled. James saying no. That's his 6th turnover here this afternoon. Good call by Pat Brown. On the drive, James left hand can't get it to fall. He thought he was fouled. This time, Rozier gets it inside. Horford, he banks it home. James still in the backcourt complaining that he was hit. As Horford takes advantage, he's got 5 points between.
Pierce rejected by Wade. Got to get a shot off. Almost hit it. Now Miami. Now LeBron. Boston bench wanted a walk.
Yeah.
And they have a case.
Well, they're definitely, mainly because of the defensive man cutting LeBron off. It forced him to change direction. Watch now from left to right. He's going. See, by him cutting him off, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, well.
Yeah, definitely 3.
I like the fact that he at least took the shot.
because we always say 1-2, you got to pass.
To 11 lead, another Mountain America Credit Union three-point shot, and $50 to the Huntsman Cancer Foundation. 5 to 11 lead, another Mountain America Credit Union three-point shot, and $50 to the Huntsman Cancer Foundation.
Lopez with the nifty finish.
That's the Lakers, right? They want to play with pace. They
Lopez with the nifty finish.
That's the Lakers, right?
Howard said he's wide open. The smaller guard.
Shot clock to 2. James can't get it off. Now the Thunder thought it was a pass to himself.
Cavs the last 2 years in the Eastern Conference playoffs since LeBron James returned are 24-4 in the postseason against the East. A travel call.
A catch, a shot, a swish, and it's 73-59. And LeBron all the way. They didn't stop him, and LeBron throw it down.
They almost at midcourt acted like.
James again posting up. Gets inside, an easy layup for LeBron James, his first points. And quickly, Steve Kerr calls a 20-second timeout.
LeBron James forces another turnover at one end, and then the drop step baseline.
Not a lot of space over there.
LeBron down to the post. Ran a couple of, how many steps he ran?
Knock it down again! Carmelo!
And a 4-point opportunity.
Count it!
Wow! I think something special going on.
Like Staples Center. I mean, he is really, as LeBron gets away with about...
Off the backflip, Caldwell Pope races it down. Feeds on the hammers it home. LeBron James.
He is unfairly officiated because he gets away with more traveling.
Oh!
There we go. With more carries.
Team enforce the rules. I was going to say the NBA police are back over here.
He traveled right here.
You were not
We
here
could
with
go
me
back to the. We
yesterday.
could go back to the playoffs when he played Washington when he traveled too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the playoffs.
You know what? I would like to just formally request of our producers here at The Jump, I want a tape of Paul Pierce traveling during his career to show next time. Traveling is part of the NBA. That's not like that, Rachel.
Now, wasn't that interesting? As you can see with your own eyes, LeBron James is the king of traveling. Now, some of you may say, well, other guys do it too. And yes, when you are a basketball player, occasionally, from time to time, the defense may force you to take an extra step. But LeBron James' whole game is predicated off taking extra steps. The referees and officials, they look right at this guy, taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, and they do not blow the whistle. Why? Because LeBron James is skillless. And if they don't allow him to offensive foul, if they don't allow him to travel, they can no longer convince you that he's great. If they were to blow their whistle, the only thing LeBron will be great at is turnovers. Because for every travel, it's a turnover. No points allowed. Now go back and look at his points and how many he has accumulated and ask yourself, should he have all those points when they're coming off of offensive fouls and traveling? LeBron is not what you guys think he is. You must learn the game, the rules of the game, and skill level. Then you'll know. There's no way he's better than Michael Jordan. He's not even better than Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Kobe Bryant, and the list goes on. You heard it from Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches, so you can't come with this, they're just hating.
Stan Van Gundy calling out officials during mid-game interview with Lisa Salters. Specifically, Van Gundy was upset about the way LeBron James was being officiated, particularly on the offensive end.
A couple calls have upset our guys. You know, they've got to understand LeBron's LeBron. They're not going to call offensive fouls on him. He gets to do what he wants.
The league fined Van Gundy $25 grand. He addressed the fines today. There were only 2 plays I complained about, and they were both in the first quarter, Van Gundy said. I thought there were 2 fairly clear offensive fouls on James in the first quarter. I thought for the most part the game was officiated well and consistently. I just had problems with the 2 calls, and they were right there in the first quarter. After practice on Tuesday, Johnson was also perplexed at some of the calls and non-calls that went LeBron's way. The only moment where I was mad and almost lost my cool, I understand he's a physical guy, but he wants to grab me and throw me to the floor and you call a foul on me? I just don't understand that, he said. It's LeBron. That's the explanation.
13 red drives across the key to make a shot and she's guarded by 14 white. 14 white moves to try and take a guarding position. Before she can do so, 13 red lifts her arm and pushes the defender away, creating space for her shot. This is illegal use of the arms for pushing off the defensive player and should be called as an offensive foul. Illegal contact, offensive foul. "13 white dribbles across the top of the key. Although 6 red does not maintain a legal guarding position initially, he is denied the opportunity to do so as 13 white raises and extends his forearm and pushes the defender to the floor. Offensive foul. Four red is guarded by 13 white. As she drives toward the baseline, 4 red extends her arm outside of her cylinder and into 13 white. "13 white has established a legal guarding position. Offensive foul. Four white is guarded by 12 blue in the low post. 12 blue establishes a legal guarding position, and after the initial push by 12 white, which can be considered as having no effect, 4 white pushes 12 blue to the floor. Even though he injures himself in doing so, this is a legal contact by the offensive player. Offensive foul. Six red posts up in the low post position against 10 white. After he receives the ball, he uses his free arm to hook the defender and prevent him moving whilst allowing himself an unopposed layup. This is illegal use of the arms. The defender stays within his cylinder, but the offensive player does not. Offensive foul. "13 white receives the pass on the baseline. As he goes to the basket, he uses his elbow to move and push the defender away from the basket. This allows an unopposed shot. Offensive foul.
streets. So bye-bye to all you groupies and gold diggers. Is there a bumper on your ass? No, nigga. I'm doing 100 on the highway. So if you do the speed limit, get the fuck out of my way. I'm DUI, hardly ever caught sober. And you about to get ran the fuck over. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Here I come, here I go. Uh-oh, don't jump, bitch, move. You see them headlights, you hear that fucking crowd. Stop that goddamn show, I'm coming through. Hit the stage, knock the curtains down. I fuck the crowd up, that's what I do. Young and successful, sex symbol. Now bitches want me to fuck. True, true. Hold up, wait up, shorty. Oh, was I? Get my dick sucked. What are you doing? Beside minding my fucking business. Trying to get my paper. Child support soon. Give me that truck and take that rental back. Who bought these fucking TVs in the jury, bitch? Tell me that. No, I ain't bitter, I don't give a fuck. But I'ma take it like this, bitch. You better not walking from my tour bus. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out.
Jackson is on James. An attacking LeBron James early. Leans in. And a foul called on the floor.
And then this is good defense. Moving his feet. And look at that. That's contact initiated by LeBron James. That's 2 fouls. If you're the Detroit.
As you can see, LeBron James' go-to move is the stiff arm, which is an offensive foul. The NBA has allowed this because LeBron James has no skills. He's just big and fast, and they want a face of the league as they had in Michael Jordan. So they allow him to push off guys to knock them off balance and get to the rim for layups and dunks. 90% of his points are layups and dunks because he's moving guys out the way, running over guys to get to the rim. And then they call foul on the defender instead of offensive foul. LeBron should foul out every game using his off arm to stiff arm guys. And then, instead of getting points, it should be turnovers. LeBron is not that good. So they must allow him to break the rules.
Another foul.
Oh, offensive foul. Very blatant.
That was. It's a TV show, right?
LeBron is so easy to play. He's so fucking easy to play. He don't have any moves.
See, didn't turn on, did it?
Only move he has is straight down the line.
The king? What do you
He ain't got no moves. Where's he going? Where's he going? That's quick.
Straight downhill, man. And just
Number 7 said that'll be shit. You stop that. Scottie Pippen first shut his ass down quick before I get to him. This game is too simple. He just big. Now 260, whatever, 6'8", 6'9". That's the only thing he got, pretty much. I play against guys 7 foot 300, so it doesn't really matter.
But you not that, LeBron. I saw last night, you not that, bro. You are a great player, You got good stats. You played longer than anybody. You a bad motherfucker, but you not that. I played with Kobe. I played with Richard Hamilton. He would have got a shot off. Hell, Gilbert Arenas would have got a shot off right there. You didn't even get a shot off. We don't even know if you would have hit the goddamn shot. You ain't even get it off. I used to watch. Where's your little touch moves? You supposed to be the best scorer in the game. You got all these points. Where's your move? Like Jokic can play till he goddamn near 50. Jokic don't even get off the ground. He pick, he roll, he do a little floater. That nigga can do that till he 50 years fucking old. He just trot down the court, do his little floater, throw it up, or do his little three, and get on back. LeBron, why didn't you work on your other shit, bruh? I know I'm a bust, so everybody gonna say, oh, why you fuck? Cool, I'm a fan now. I'm a basketball enthusiast. I'm a fan. I played this game, and I watched MJ, I watched Kobe work on driving right, getting to a spot. You were supposed to get to a spot right there, brother. You were supposed to bump them. You 6'8". They can't even see the rim when you get up there. Bump that motherfucker going left and rise up. You right there. But you were looking for a bailout again. I've watched so many good players, including myself, work on these same moves. Tracy McGrady, he gonna get to a spot. He gonna rise up. You didn't even rise up because you didn't want the failure of missing that goddamn shot. If you would have missed, you wanted the ref to do something for you. You went and yelling at the goddamn ref once a fucking again. It's a damn shame, man. This is what it looks like when, to me and a lot of other people, when they push your career through. It's guys out there that live for those moments. They live for those moments to score in those moments. Kobe Bryant would have lived for that moment. Kobe Bryant would have probably looked at that nigga, rose up for a three and won the game. That's what great people do. You can't say that you great. You got to do great things. You got to make the impossible possible. That's where greatness lies. Not no nigga that's just driving to the basket, looking at the referee to bail him out.
He's getting fouled so much. I mean, he's not getting the calls. We shoot 0 free throws in the fourth quarter, 0. I mean, it's 73-46 the entire 3 games. And he's getting hit. There's one play where they almost have a brawl. He gets killed on that play. And again, I've got to go back and watch it, but there's got to be some consistency. Again, I said it before the game, we have the greatest officials in the league. But, you know, how you can miss fouls like that and calls like that, I just don't, I can't see it. I've been in this league a long time, in college basketball a long time. But again, it's got to be consistency. You know, same foul on one end has got to be the same foul on the other. And I don't know if he's getting hit because of how physical and tough he is, but he's getting cracked. And to his credit, you know, I thought he was going to lose his head when he got the technical foul, but he kept playing. He's one of the top rebounders in the league, and you know, no telling how many times he gets hit and fouled under there without being called. Again, I'm gonna say this: I think he gets hit almost on every rebound and putback there is, and he just doesn't get, you know, the calls whether he's rolling to the bucket. And we just got to have consistency with that.
Which I know is still easier said than done, you know, talking about the foul, but this is the second straight game. It's been 31.
Listen, man, I spoke with Joe last week. I can sit here and rant and rave about what I feel like is not a fair whistle. It's just not. With the 46 free throws, we're doing the same. We're attacking the rim. I'm getting explanations about we're taking too many jump shots, mid-range jump shots. We're playing a physical game. They had 27 free throws in the first half. They end up with 46. When do you see a game with 46 free throws for one team? Like that's just not right. I don't care how you slice it. It's happening to us too much. Other teams are reaching, other teams are hitting, and we're not getting the same call. And I'm tired of it. It's old. 46 to 20 free throws with Devin Booker on our team. He gets 12. Josh gets, our bench had no free throws. That's just, I'm over it.
Look, it's the finals, and
everybody's competing out there, and there's fouls on every play. It's a physical game, and I just think that I think Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, you know, the way we run our offense, we're cutting through the lane, we're a rhythm offense. If they're going to let Cleveland grab and hold these guys constantly on their cuts, and then you're going to call these ticky-tack fouls on the MVP of the league to foul them out, I don't agree with that.
They shot 23 free throws in that fourth quarter. What could you?
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. That's outrageous. What happened tonight? This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees. Shame for the league to allow this. 23 free throws for them, and we get 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. Like how to play the game. I understand respect for all stars and all that, but we have star players on our team as well. How's possible that Scotty Barnes, who is all-star caliber player in this league, he goes every single time to the rim with force and trying to get to the rim without flopping and not trying to get foul calls. He gets 2 free throws for the whole game. How's that possible? How are you going to explain that to me? They had to win tonight? If that's the case, just let us know so we don't show up for the game. Just give them a win. But that was not fair tonight. And this is not happening first time for us. Scotty Barnes is going to be all-star. He's going to be the face of this league. And what's happening over here during whole season, I've been holding it back, it's a complete crap.
Now, you may think this is a coincidence. Don't think that. All these coaches are not getting together talking about doing this. This is what happens when you play against a LeBron James team. They allow LeBron James' team to foul the other team. Fouling is how you can make a player miss his shot. But then on the other end of the court, the referees call ticky-tack fouls. 1, to make sure LeBron James' team get points. 2, to get the other team's players into foul trouble so they have to sit down and can't be effective in the game. And when they come back in the game, now they're playing timid so that they don't foul out of the game. So they can't really defend and take chances. So, this is another way the NBA is cheating for LeBron James. And you can't deny it. All you have to do is watch the games. Don't watch the highlights. Don't listen to the commentators. Watch the games with your own eyes and you will see LeBron James is a fraud and the creation of the NBA. They created him. They've changed the rules. They've done everything in their power to make sure he has super teams so that they can promote him as a great player. They made the wrong choice. They saw him as a big, fast, athletic guy that could jump high, but they never factored in he didn't have any handles, he didn't have a mid-range game, he didn't have a pull-up jumper, he didn't have any post moves, his footwork was horrible, but they thought that they could use him to make money as they did with Michael Jordan. But he never worked on his game and improved his skills, so they had to change the rules and allow him to break the rules and also use the referees to help him win so they can convince you to watch this new GOAT in which he's far from being any type of GOAT at all.
Was it NBA Countdown that he wanted you removed from?
Yes, he wanted me replaced.
This is Michelle Beadle, former ESPN host, being asked of an allegation LeBron James wanted her off the network.
You know, there was a rumor that he got you fired from ESPN, so I can understand
He
why
tried.
you don't like him. So
He did try, yep.
He did try to do that. I was like, wow, I'm honored that I'm even on your mind. Thank you very much, sir. That's a weird place for me to be.
It is a story of an ESPN darling, an alleged confidant of James and longtime media member Rachel Nichols, and the powers of those in sports controlling the media we consume.
I can only think of a couple reasons why, and one of them was I made fun of the decision along with, 75 million other talking heads at the time. And so it's always been awkward to me, but knowing now that he tried to have me actually fired is such a personal thing that no matter what, and I know people want to say, get over it, whatever. Well, you know what? Until LeBron James goes into your place of employment and asks for you to be fired, don't tell me to get over it. That's a weird thing for a guy on his level to do to somebody on my level.
Beadle claims it stems from The Decision, a show ESPN put together to announce where James would play in the upcoming 2010-11 season. He ultimately uttered those famous words.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
And the rest is history, though prior to the announcement, Beadle would tweet, seriously, after retweeting a message that James would be announcing where he'd be playing basketball. According to Beadle, James hated this.
But then I found out after the fact, like when all this sort of came out, I would get messages or I would get like texts or video from people being like, exact same, like that kind of was happening to them too. Like he was super petty and he would try to have some sort of an effect, whether it be small, but whatever, like just an effect. It's almost like to exhibit your power, I guess.
Ultimately, per Beadle, the network didn't budge.
He didn't get his way. No one got their actual way when it was all said and done, which is kind of the ultimate humor in the entire situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I will never know. And that's fine.
You don't want to know, like his team hasn't reached out or no one.
They won't even. They don't acknowledge me. I've been around them a few times. Either my hand was ignored when I held it out for a handshake, or
no way.
Just my presence was just not even acknowledged, even though there were 3 people standing there.
Though she would learn a name the James camp allegedly preferred.
He wanted me replaced with Rachel Nichols, and that's what started all of that. Like it was a whole thing.
Didn't he DM you though too and say you were being mean to him?
Yeah, mean. Oh yeah, I did get a DM about being mean.
On the House of Strauss podcast, hosted by Ethan Strauss, Beadle would say he, as in LeBron, had a person at the network he wanted. He wanted her to be the host of Countdown. He does not like me, and I honestly have stopped trying to figure out why. For some reason, it goes back years. I've been around Maverick Carter. He refuses to shake my hand. As we know, Nichols did host the show until 2021, when she was removed after being caught on audio making disparaging remarks about Maria Taylor after she was selected to host ESPN's 2020 NBA Finals coverage.
If the world understood what LeBron did, like other basketball players will hear what LeBron does and go, well, yeah, but that doesn't matter, right? It's like a baseball player and you're hitting a stick out of the way. It doesn't matter. It's like, no. If you knew what these performance enhancers did, then you would know why it does matter.
What do you think he's
there's
doing?
Only one. We have the same drug guy, if you will. I know exactly what he's doing. Yes, it does matter. People will say that all the time. It doesn't matter. John Daly, one of it. It matters. Trust me that it matters. EPO matters. It's the reason LeBron takes it. It matters. And if other basketballers understood what it did, EPO increases your red blood cells, which gives you endurance so you can play all game long. You can shoot in the fourth quarter just like you shot in the fourth minute.
More red blood cells. Okay, got you.
It's the king of performance enhancers.
What do you think of all the conversation around LeBron James? Kevin Garnett makes a statement during a podcast that LeBron's on that new Balco, blah, blah, blah. And there's been a lot of rumors and speculation, and the whole biogenesis, I think, DEA investigation. People attached to LeBron were connected to that. Should we be suspicious of the longevity of LeBron's career?
Yes, there's reason for suspicion. Okay. I want to be fair to LeBron. There is no evidence that I know of that's conclusive. And we have to factor in what they call the standard. Like you have the beyond a reasonable doubt in criminal court. You have the preponderance of evidence in a civil court. Then you have what they call comfortable satisfaction that arbitrators use in the world of sport. These things that you just mentioned, his manager, his agent, his wife, his trainer, all being connected to the Biogenesis Clinic, as well as another drug dealer at a gym. So it wasn't just Biogenesis, there was another connection as well. And then some of this testimony that, you know, his agent on a monthly basis was going by the Biogenesis Clinic and picking up a package of PEDs with the initials LJ on them. Just adding all of these things that bring this cloud of suspicion. That's what you asked me about. Should they be suspicious? And the answer is yes. I'll tell you something else. When Chael Sonnen, the UFC MMA fighter who works for ESPN, said, I'll tell you exactly what he's taking. He's using EPO. And how do I know? Because I'm using the exact same supplier to get EPO. Why have you or other journalists not went to Chael, got him on your show, and asked him to please explain who this guy is and how he knows that LeBron James is using it? I have not heard LeBron James dispute that.
I don't count that. You know what I'm saying? There's some people like, oh, I won 100 games. But you won 100 games on steroids. I feel the same way about rap. If it comes out that these rappers did these things to be at that level, and I'm like, no, bro, I was doing that without doing that. Yeah. So I don't hold a success on the same level. At that point, even if you were looked at as the GOAT, we're taking that GOAT status down because you got there the wrong way. You didn't get there honestly. You got there, now all this stuff comes out. You got there these ways? Nah, I don't respect that. You're nobody. You're actually lower than the people who we thought was under us.
When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance.
The starting forwards for both teams. The Lakers starting forwards have outscored the Jazz starting forwards 51-7. That's not going to get it done. If you're the Jazz and if you're the Lakers, let's continue.
See what happened in the game when LeBron's hair fell off? Look, the guy is billionaire. Yeah. He's a giant super athlete with a really well-shaped head.
Your head, bud.
Shave your goddamn head. He's got some nonsense glued on his head that's like not his hair. His hair moved up and someone had to tell him. Says, oh, thanks, bro. So you get the bandana back in place.
You know what? I have some inside information as to why you are saying that LeBron is the GOAT now.
No.
Really?
You have no inside.
I'm not gonna snitch.
No.
Do tell.
Don't be snitching, Joy.
Do tell.
What do we?
I heard it too, Joy. I heard it too, Joy.
CNN can't be bought.
Joy.
CNN can't be bought.
CNN can't be bought.
His loyalty can be bought.
Wait, did you just get exposed?
What I do?
You got bought?
Nope.
You're not ready to tell yet?
Nope.
No? All right.
We talking about skill. We're talking about teammates. We talking about when you watch the game of basketball, you watch them Kobe Bryant highlights, man, it ain't no way you don't put him beside Michael Jordan. So here's what I'll do for the sake of conversation. Let's start the criteria here. Mike, Kobe will now be out of the conversation. We'll start it with LeBron. We don't even need to mention these two no more. They are that good when it comes to the blueprint of the game. Without stats and all that other shit, they out. Now, let's start with stats. You start with LeBron. Everybody else can fall in fucking line. LeBron is the GOAT. But that's because we're not mentioning these other two niggas no more. They're not even in the conversation. Player 99, player 98. Cool. Now y'all can have y'all, you know, whoever he paying to say he the best, whatever the case may be. You like him, you like him. He the most biggest IQ guy. All that shit, cool. You won't hear nothing else come from me. Because I'm taking these two guys out of the conversation. They ain't in it no more. For me. I don't know about anybody else. Because there's a long list of NBA players that say what I say. And agree and feel the way I agree. Because we played. We watched it.
Think of one last question. This is the last one for sure. If LeBron already had his prime, do you think him in his prime and Kobe in his prime, who do you think is better? Who would you prefer to have on your team? Ooh. Yeah, that's tough.
It's a tough question because, I mean, Kobe's a killer. I mean, he's an assassin. I mean, you have to go. It depends on how you start in your lineup. I mean, if you need somebody who's going to take over at any moment in the game, you always go with Kobe. But if you're trying to build from the beginning and you need an all-around player, you go with, LeBron. Okay.
That's a political answer.
But at the end of the day,
that's real though. That's real.
At the end of the day, it all depends on how you start your lineup. I mean, one is an assassin, period. One is a setup man. He can give you but he's not going to give you 60, 40, 40, 40, 60, 40. I mean, that's Kobe. Right. I mean, but in their prime, who's better? Probably Kobe. But in their prime, who's better? Probably Kobe. Right. I mean, but in their prime, who's better? Probably Kobe.
He said something that I don't agree with. I'm all cool with the competition. I'm all fine with that, but some of the words that came out of his mouth was a little bit overboard.
I mean, guys talk trash in this league all the time. I'm just kind of shocked some guys take it so personal. It's like, I mean, it's a man's league, and I've heard a lot of bad things on that court, but at the end of the day, it stays on the court. We're all competitive people. People's feelings get hurt, even if they're called a bad word. I guess his feelings just got hurt.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Wonder why they call you bitch. You 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 wonder why they call you bitch.
Look here, Miss Thang, hate to salt your game, but you's a money-hungry woman and you need to change. In the locker room, all the homies do is laugh. High fives cause another nigga played your ass. It was said you was easy, even easy, sleeping around for what you need. See, it's your thing and you can shake it how you wanna. Give it up free or make your money on the corner. But don't be bad, play the game, get mad and change. Then you wonder why these motherfuckers call your name. Still looking for a way out, and that's okay. I can see you when the stray is a way out. Keep your mind on your money and roll in school, and as the years pass by, you can show them fools. But you ain't trying to hear me cause you're stuck. You're heading for the bathroom, about to get tossed up. Still looking for a rich man. You dug a ditch, got your legs up trying to get rich. I love you like a sister, but you need to switch, and that's why they called you bitch. I betcha. You wonder why they call you bitch. You wonder why they call you bitch. I betcha. You wonder why they call you bitch. You wonder why they call you bitch. I betcha. You wonder why they call you bitch. You wonder why they call you bitch. Betcha. You wonder why they call you bitch. You wonder why they call you bitch.
Now you lying, fake crying, wanna die cause you know you a tramp in my book. Misleading, steady cheating, you run the street and you know you a bitch in my book. Now little Jane, I guess that's what we're calling her.
There were people that came before these guys. Now, you know as well as I do, Mike, 1 to 2 guys that have the right attitude about this, that is a superstar, changes everything. Remember what happened last year. In last year's All-Star game, Dr. J and Larry Bird, you heard the story just like I did, Wilbon. They made sure we know. Dr. J and Larry Bird walked into the locker room and talked to the players. And they talked to the players, and the NBA thought, yes, the players are really, really listening. They're really, really getting it. And then one of the superstars, who will remain nameless, but everybody can surmise who that was, gave a side eye to those guys while they were talking. And then the players went out there and let 400 points be scored.
So now, for all you LeBron James fans, all you media writers, and all of you people that just didn't understand what was going on, what do you have to say now? Do you really think you have the right to call people who don't respect this dude a hater? For people who calls out all his faults, all his mistakes, all his female type tendencies and his ways haters? We have too much proof, too much evidence of how this guy is. We have too much evidence that he's not skilled. And we have too much evidence that he's not a great player, that he's getting help from the league. He's getting away with fouls offensively. He's getting away with travels. They're sending him to the line when no one's touching him. And too much evidence that he's just not what y'all think he is. You guys fell for the banana in the tailpipe and let the media prop you up to think, oh, this guy's the GOAT. Well, bad news for you. This video is just the tip of the iceberg. There's tons of evidence proving that this guy is just a creation of the NBA. So keep calling people haters. All that does is expose you for the fraud that you are in your being an idol worshiper. Because we have the proof. The proof is in the pudding. We're not just saying these things. But you're so much into idolatry, you want us to be just saying these things. And that fake debate about who's the GOAT, they created that just to keep y'all, debating and arguing with each other. It never was a debate. LeBron ain't even better than Kobe. So how can he be better than Jordan? Huh? You better start watching real basketball players with real skills, and then you'll see the difference.